Well, hello guys, this is Brandon, Little NC Farmer, coming back to you again today on a hot day, I might add. And guys, summertime is here. According to our weather forecasters, we are supposed to see some historical high temperatures this week. Today is Monday, June the 13th, 2022. And according to what they're saying, I think tomorrow we could see near 3-digit readings, close to 100 degrees here. That is not uncommon, a little bit maybe for June, but we have saw that here in central North Carolina. It's just not something that happens regularly. I don't recall that happening anytime last year here in my area. Now it could have in maybe down in the eastern and southern parts of our state, but not here. But anyway, I've shared with you about my squash and my cucumbers. They're coming along, but they are still needing some help. And with this temperature coming along, guys, I've got to do something to help them along. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I've learned. I haven't done this since I've started YouTube, I don't think, but I have did it in the past here, and so I thought maybe I'd show you this and maybe it'll help someone else. But I'm going to add compost right here, and it comes from that pile down there. I'm going to be putting that to my peppers, my tomatoes, and the dill, as well as my squash and my cucumbers. And I will hope, I don't know if I'm going to do this in one video or two different videos. I'm not sure, but we'll see how it works out. But I want to definitely show you a before and after. Now that's why I specifically said today is the 13th of June, 2021. And you can see this right here. It has not been nothing done to it. Now I did yesterday. I put some Miracle Grow on this when I watered it yesterday morning early. And I've watered it again today. But no Miracle Grow, just normal watering. Now that's just the squash and cucumbers. I've not watered the tomato plants or the peppers. They're looking fine. And if I can get by with not watering them, I really would rather do that. It depends on what happens this week with the rainfall. We may introduce the sprinkler to it later on. I don't know. We're just going to see how it goes. But I've got to get in here and do that. And then I need to get my wire up for my cucumbers as well. So I'm going to put the camera down. And I'll let you guys watch for a second. I don't want to bore you with this the whole time, but I'm going to see if I can get this area covered. Well guys, there it is. It's covered. And just thinking about it, I think I will do a before and after. In other words, you see it today, and I want to give it maybe to the end of this week, maybe Friday. If I have time, I can come out and do another video, and let's see how much difference they are. I will say I'll probably water it with a sprinkler between now and then, so that will make a difference as well. But what I've just done, guys, those peppers right there will absolutely love this. And of course the squash, the cucumbers, and the tomatoes will too. I wasn't sure about the okra. I stayed away from it because I've not had no experience ever putting mulch to it. So I really don't know, and I didn't want to take a risk on it. I've seen okra, people tried to grow it in flower beds and stuff, and it just would not do nothing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. But this is also a good grass suppressant. It'll keep the grass down. I won't have to plow this, hopefully no more, until everything's done and it's coming out. That'll be the end of this. And I will say this, guys, if you do this guys, always don't never take grass straight from your mower, your grass bag or whatever, and put straight to your plants, because if you do, you'll kill them. This has gone through a heat. It's composted and it's already breaking down, so this is not going to be a problem here. But don't take fresh grass clippings and put them to your plants directly to them, because it'll kill them. Because what that has to do, we call it in old terms around here, we call it going through a heat, and it actually will break down. And but once it's gone through that stage, you're okay. And all of this has. So there it is, guys. I've got it all the way up to the beans. I have in years past, I have put straw down between the rows so it wouldn't get so muddy going in there picking. But I don't plan on doing that this year. Without, I just absolutely have to. But guys, the beans are looking gorgeous. They're just now fixing to bloom, and the corn's doing good. Now the corn might get another plowing, but I doubt I'll plow those beans again. I think that will be the last time. And I may scratch along the edge of that okra on the outside of it. That would be it. But this heat, this okra loves this, and it'll start jumping because it absolutely loves this. But I just, right here, this is what I want to see take off and start growing. And I've never had to pet cucumbers and watermelons. Listen to me, cucumbers and squash like I have this year. I mean, usually they just boom and they're there, but this year it's just been pump and prime. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna find me a cool spot, and it's been a long night. We didn't have no air conditioning at work for nearly 5 hours, or actually, yeah, 5 hours, and it was rough. It was over 100 degrees when we went inside that mill last night, and we just took our time, took frequent breaks, drank plenty of water, and made it through it. And so it's been rough on me there, and then come home and work with this, and so I'm ready to call it a day. I've had enough fun for today, and I think I'm going to get washed up and call it a day. So guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully on this video I will tag what it looks like a week from now. Guys, today is June the 16th 2022. We did this on Monday. We put the mulch down, just doing a comparison side by side, and so you can see what it's looking like. Guys, the tomatoes are going to town. The squash, as you can see right there. Now there's some plants, those two in the middle are a little smaller than the others. These two right here were some that I bought. The other two down next to the pole there are some that I transplanted. So that's why you see the difference in them. And I've got one cucumber, the only one that came up from my original planting. It's already running my wire that I put up out here for them to run on. So this gives you an idea of what to do in dry weather. And in all fairness, I will tell you, I have watered this. So just to let you know that it has been watered. But if I hadn't put this down, guys, it would have really been suffering. You would not see the growth that I've seen this week with that. So I try to keep you up to date on this as much as I can. And I may want to do one more video tomorrow on Friday so you can see what this looks like a week. I want to do a side-by-side comparison. I might even do some still shots to show the difference and can let you see those in the video. Well, good morning, guys. Today is June the 17th, 2022. And last night, late yesterday evening, guys, we got a major rainfall. We had over, I think it was 2¼ inches of rain that fell in a short amount of time. You're gonna see something, and I'm gonna show you why we have been bedding our plants, elevating them just a little bit, kind of making a bed for them versus just a flat row. I'm going to show you why here in a sec. If you'll look down through there, guys, water was standing all in amongst these rows. Of course, it's not as important now as it would be if the plants were younger, but it's got them up out of the water anyway. But the ground was so dry that it soaked it up, but it's still muddy in there. I won't be going in there for some time. But you can see the wind has blowed my corn over, spread my bean vines out. And guys, from the looks of those, I see blooms in there. So it won't be long, I'll be picking beans, probably about the time I'm off for the 4th of July vacation. So, but this right here, this area right here, this is what we did Monday. And guys, you can just see the difference. I am well pleased with that. So this gives you some ideas what to do when dry weather hits. If you're not saving your clippings, your leaves, things like that out of your yard, you should be doing that, guys, because that is very beneficial to healthy soil. That's one reason my soil is probably as healthy as it is, because that's what I do with this. And at the end of the season, I ain't taking that up. I'll just till that right back into the soil, and it'll lay there over the winter and just break down and add nutrients back to my soil. Got one more thing I want to show you. Guys, I was out here looking over my onions. I water these every day, but today I'm not going to because they got plenty of rain. But right here, if you ever want to know when to harvest these, when you see the necks like that just bend over, it's time to take them out. I want you to look at there, what a beauty. And you don't want to wash them off. All you want to do, you can shake some of that off. But what we're going to do, we'll just lay this up somewhere and let it dry. And once it dries, then we'll trim it up. But just leave it just like it is, and we'll just let it dry. I thought I saw another one. This one, they're getting close. Yeah, this one right here, the neck. Now these are the Walla Walla onions. Go ahead and take him out. I've got to really be watching them now, and that's when I'll know that they're ready, is when that neck gets soft. I think that one can come out too. Pretty onions. Well, okay, guys, I hope that's been something that's helped you, that give you some ideas what to do in dry weather. You know, everybody faces this from time to time, and if you're like me, watering is not always the best option. It might be one of the only options you have, but if you want to try and, you know, conserve your water in times like this, this is something that will help. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope y'all have a great summer of harvesting vegetables, and hopefully this rain that we got this week will help my corn out, because it's pretty much having to fend for itself, and we're just doing, you know, little precautionary measures, you know, trying to keep the soil loose around it and keep the suckers pulled back from the corn stalks, and that's really about all I can do there. Watering is definitely not a good option there, but we just do what we can. So anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day and have a great week. Thank you from Little NC Farmer.